What's up, everyone? I'm Dimebot, and welcome back to Flight Sim and Favorite Places to Fly. Today we are in Mexico near the town of Colima. It's actually a little down to the southeast of us. We are actually here today to check out the volcanic complex here. We're going to be taking off and rolling to the northwest and then immediately turning kind of northish. So, with that get out of the way, let's go ahead and fly. Alright, looks like a lovely day down here. I do have real-time weather on, so let's go ahead and get rolling. And if we take a look, you'll immediately see our objective today. Now, I want to note with a TBM, if you're taking off on a grass strip, mind your rudder. It gets a little squirrely sometimes. Also, you do not need to wait until you hit the green on the airspeed marker. This thing will go ahead and lift off with no problems right about now. Bring the gear up. We are going to stay full throttle for pretty much this entire flight because I'm going to need it to climb all the way up there. One of the reasons that I brought the TBM, you'll see the terrain here absolutely gorgeous with those mountain ridges. Going to go ahead and start turning us. So, the town of Kamala itself is worth having a look at. It is near the state capital, and it is known as the White Village of America, as the facades and all the buildings have apparently been painted white since the 60s, which sounds really cool. It won't be reflected properly in the sim, so don't go in expecting to see that. But what we are actually doing right now is we are going to turn on and we are going to head for Volcan del Colima. This one, the one we're going to see right here, is also known as Volcan de Fuego. It is the youngest of three up here in this complex, the other two being Nevado del Colima and an eroded one that we should get a good look at called El Cantaro. It is extinct. Now, Nevado de Colima is not active. It is heavily eroded. We'll be able to see that. Now, the one that we are coming up on, Volcan del Fuego, it is active. It's the youngest of the three and one of the most active in North America and Mexico, erupting more than 40 times since 1576. Back in 1913, it had one of its largest eruptions. Now, we're going to keep on climbing up here. One thing that's really interesting to me as we try to gain some altitude, if you need to, you can always climb in circle. I am attempting to brute force it a little bit, but you can really see where lava flows were coming down the side of the peak up here, and just where the tree line just abruptly cuts off. Let's go ahead and bank just a little bit to the right here. You just had a very good look right here at some lava flows. This is not a very smart way to fly, so just know that I'm doing this for the video and not because this is how I would normally do this, because this is dangerous. We're going to go ahead and bank to the right here. And we're just going to clear this ridge line and then turn on back. But we'll take a really good look at the volcano from here. One thing that the sim does nail a lot of the times is the way that the top of these volcanoes look. And it is just absolutely spectacular. A gorgeous, gorgeous view down into the valleys as we clear and get that nice look all the way down. Just absolutely spectacular. Now, Nevado de Colima itself is a fairly unique volcano in the way that it was formed being a stratovolcano. It's a little different than its two sisters here. So it is actually being made by a different tectonic plate than the other. This is also a pretty biodiverse area. Looking at 172 species of plants that are represented on the slopes of this volcano alone. Circle us around and continue to climb on up, gaining some good altitude now. as we get a nice look down into the valleys. And this is a region of Mexico that you can really have a lot of very interesting flights over. It's beautiful terrain. There are small towns, municipalities just spread out everywhere. Plenty of places to land. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. I would highly recommend, as we can get just an amazing shot of both of them in view right there at the same time. So definitely a really neat place to check out, guys. But that will do it for me today. If you enjoyed the video, found it useful, helpful, or you just really liked it, like and subscribe. It helps the channel out. If you have a place you'd like me to fly, leave it in the comments below. And if you're here to the end, thank you for helping me feed the algorithm, because watch time is key. Mine is Dimebot, and I will see you guys next time.